I remember my first experience doing business. And after a while, some of even though we had an abundance of fruits and vegetables that was there close by, sometimes, certain things we're running out of, and so we had to go down to Sandy Gully. But as far as being able to generate money to get other things like, protein in particular, chicken or flour, even though you can have bananas and yam that you dug out of the ground, sometimes you wanted some flour. And so in order to get flour, which is not something we could process on our own, I started a vegetable garden on a little spot on the property. It took me a while to sort of grow them, of course, and I did quite well with them. And so I took those vegetables down to the local grocery store and actually convinced them to purchase them from me. And over time, I kept on with more and more turnips. In fact, was the primary product that I had, and they purchased the turnips from me. And then when I didn't ask for money, what I asked for is a trade. And so I'd trade for either flour, a half a pound of flour, or a half a pound of chicken back. Because remember, back then we didn't have chicken breasts. Chicken breast is what you ate when I was living with my parents in the city. But when you lived in Jamaica and you lived in the country and you have nothing, then chicken back is what you're gonna go with, and chicken gizzard, etc. And so basically that's what I did, and I did that for quite a period of time until one day I came to my little farm, quiet little secret farm, and I noticed all my turnips were plucked out of there, and there's nothing left there. And it turns out that my Aunt Dawn, the one that my brother fought with all the time, she discovered my little farm there, and she basically, poached it and took all my stuff out of there. And so it was discouraging to me that somebody was doing that, and so because of that, I think I lost interest after a while. But it certainly gave me a sense of confidence to know that I could actually, with a delayed gratification, by the way, to be able to have an idea, to be able to implement that idea, and then to have that idea literally come to fruition, and being able to take that product and bring it down to a customer and be able to have a business exchange. And so at a very early age, that was my first interaction doing with business, and it gave me a sense of confidence that carried over. Because one of the things in the Jamaican culture and in the Caribbean culture that is known is that people, I learned that there are no limitations in what you can do. And when I lived in Rockall, having essentially a lawless, environment where we can try and test a lot of things, it was a great testing ground for us to be able to try different ideas without having a naysayer or a Debbie Downer, somebody telling you it cannot be done, oh, you shouldn't try that. And so that carried over, where I believe that I can do anything that I want to do as long as I put in the time, put in the work, and put in the effort. And I think that translates over time, and it followed me throughout my life.